bunlar luxury kuponlar ki luxury'de gerçekten ekstra başarılıyız haftalardır. Yani bunların hepsini alabileceğiniz WhatsApp ailemizde katılarla. Luxury'de gerçekten ekstra başarılıyız haftalardır. Yani bunların hepsini alabileceğiniz WhatsApp ailemizde katılarla. Inter-Liverpool mücadelesindeyiz. Liverpool'u yine
What a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, I look at this side and think to myself, who's going to make the difference? Well, there's only one answer, and it has to be Rivaldo. He's capable of producing some extraordinary moments.
Indeed. Offensively, I guess there's very little, if anything, missing from his game. No foul, says the referee. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He's tried one! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Up towards the front line. That's been cut out, well played. Good ball, good take. Thuram makes the interception. Gattuso. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Gerrard. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem...
Mbappe! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
That has ended up in no man's land. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is...
And the finish! Goal! Besiktas! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when...
Big chance! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Davids has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Not the most accurate pass. That's an imaginative pass. Van Basten, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Wirtz looking to run onto it. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's Gattuso. He's picked his way through. Now the delivery. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. And he's had a hit! Straight at the keeper.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
That's going to go a long way. And claimed it back swiftly. And the pass is intercepted. He won't be happy with that one. Tries to pass it through. Looking to... Chance for a shot! Goal! Besiktas! And again they hit the front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Besiktas take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, he's been caught napping! Roberto Carlos coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted. Tries to play it through. And here's Nedved. Gatsu. And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And he was quick to react. Gerrard clears. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Wirtz. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking for options for movement. Besiktas have got... And the referee brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Besiktas head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And the game has already resumed here. That is a great pick out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's heaved it away and smartly reclaimed. Wirtz quietly revving up. It's a threatening ball. Great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's Van Basten! Against the crossbar. Rijkaard. Now it's Rivaldo. And no, that was never going to make it. Van Dijk cuts it out. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. And he's managed to get rid. Gattuso. Great vision. And that is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Played into space, and it's been played through. That's really well cleared. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's through here. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Gerrard. Ekitike. No, it's come to nothing.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 14. Striker. Number 7.
And they're back on the ball again. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Rivaldo. Coming on the field.
Thuram.
Isaac. Number 38.
Taken back almost at once.
Number 10. Platini. Number 19. Guti.
Guti. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh no, this does not look good. Owen! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, there's a probing ball. Gattuso. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Guti is the team's great visionary. And it's Gerrard. He's got tall. And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Nedved. Oh, Red, nice interception. And that has been clubbed away. Couldn't squeeze it through. Done delicately. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Dida gets it away. Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Turns back here, probably the best option. Platini. Guti. That pass has been well intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? And he lines up a cross. No way through, so back it comes. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Short changes him with that pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know.
And the volley. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, they've got it again. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe is onto this.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
substitution.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Now it's Cruyff. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Cruyff. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Besiktas proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way, and they are clearly so happy to have won it.
Today, please refrain from parking
Your final
outside
thoughts,
the
Jim?
stadium.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
We all know what Xavi's game is about, Peter, but that doesn't help when it comes to trying to stop him.
Extraordinary, really, because he's never had to rely on pace or on strength.
No, his game is all about finding and exploiting space and knowing the landscape around him, and he's just brilliant at creating goals and scoring them.
Yeah, he just seems to have all the time in the world on the ball. Xavi cuts out the pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. It's a searching pass. Well timed, excellent interception. That's a cute ball. Now that's well seen too. And this is Nedved.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Threads one in. Pass somewhat off target. Now the ball's gone astray. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. And it's Bellingham. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked. Big chance! It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Lahm. And here's Saka. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. And it's Lam. Saka. Taken back almost at once. Besiktas still without a single shot on target. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Hullet. Hullet is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And he welcomes it in. And Hullet! In he goes again. Oh, the ball's run loose here. That is good strength. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Saka. And now the breakaway. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Tries to play it through. Looking for options for movement. Well, that has not gone well. And the shot's on here. Half an hour played now. Great vision. Now it's Nedved. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, can he get onto this? Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Now it's Nedved. Davids. And he's worked it through. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Besiktas with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, what a climb! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
That's a sharp pass. Davids, it's a pretty loose pass. Searching pass he's played there. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nicely shaped ball. Looking for the run. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And this is Nedved. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Bonucci promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Mbappe. That is a great pick out. He's shifting through. Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Saka with the short one. Now it's Saka. And it's half-time here. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this. And I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're underway again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Mbappe. Chance! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Bellingham. Plays it out wide. Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time.
Applies the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Nedved. Owen. And claimed it back swiftly. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Saka. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Good ball, good... Haaland! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Can he get it through?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Can he get on the end of this? That's a shade optimistic. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Tries to pass it through. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. That has ended up in no man's land. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. He's had it taken off him. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. Cannavaro has given away a free kick. That was mighty close. Aimed beyond the defence. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now, can they get him away? Just a quarter of an hour to play. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Nedved, he's found a way through. Nice control. Ball driven towards the far post.
Besiktas clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
It's played through for him. That pass has been well intercepted. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely weighted ball. Not the most accurate pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. Shapes to shoot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Short changes him with that pass. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Thuram. Now it's Owen. That's been slipped through. He's got away. And that is a little undercooked. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And the through ball. Nedved has it in a wide position. Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. Some good work on the right flank here. Has a look and plays it forward. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Brazil.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
For my money, Peter, Sergio Busquets was the best number 6 of his generation.
And it's striking, isn't it, how different he is from those bustling box-to-box players who've tended to take that position in the past.
That's right, very, very cagey in the way he operated. No heroic tackles or lung-bursting athleticism, but that's because he doesn't need any of that. He's someone who carved out a role for himself that I think only he can play.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Played into space. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's straight offside. Azar.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Pass is just off target. Scholes. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Decent chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Besiktas still without a single shot on target. Now it's Luis Suarez. Maldini spots it and intercepts. And it's Azar. Aimed beyond the defence. Goes for a shot! And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Luis Suarez. Pass somewhat off target. Roberto Carlos. Foot in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, this looks sharp. Scholes. And this is Roll. It's Roll! Brazil with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Hoisted in. Oh, that's a fine interception. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he whips in across. Not the most accurate pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pinches it off him. Raul.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Brazil finding their passes. Luis Suarez. Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Brazil couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And this is Luis Suarez. Shot a goal! Goal, Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Brazil are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Davids. And it's Neymar. Played back in.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It is a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. And here's Neymar. Luis Suarez. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds.
Here we go again then.
Besiktas really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Roll, looking to penetrate opposition lines. Roberto Carlos.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Neymar. And this is Hazard. He's a sharp little ball here. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Looking to play him in. Davids. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And the shot! Scholes. Raul. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hazard is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great vision. And this is Nedved. Thinks about the shot. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Nedved. Besiktas still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's a shade optimistic. Scholes knocks it into space. Raul. Can he get on the end of this? Nicely weighted ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Besiktas are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Looking for options for movement.
Besiktas really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Besiktas with this to equalise. We're level. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Oh, really well played.
And he was alert to it. Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Scholes. Threads one in. Scholes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ibrahimovic.
Besiktas really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
He's found a way through. Can he get it through? Now, can they get him away? Now, that looks a decent ball. That's been slipped through. And that's the keeper's ball. No, it's come to nothing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
The opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Teşekkürler, sağ ol.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Hadi oğlum, hadi hızlı ol
This
biraz.
is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now it's Hazard.
Hadi oğlum, hadi.
Tries to play it through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to
Yapma
settle
oğlum,
for
o
the draw.
saytına çakayım be.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Busquets tries to pass it through.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And this is well picked out, brilliant, and he shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And the shot! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Brazil take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to
Son
be very
dakika bug'ı
frantic.
işte
There's
ya.
still time for a
45
twist or
artı
two
bug'ı
yet.
bu.
And the pass is intercepted.
Amına kodum oyunu, amına kodum
And
oyunu.
that is that.
Sınav adını.
Well, that was intense and enjoyable contest that either could easily...
Şans tabii ya.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Hugo Lloris, Jim, undoubtedly one of France's best ever, and surely one of the most dependable pairs of hands there've been.
Yeah, and he's been playing at the top level from a very young...
Tries a shot! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So, a breakthrough already. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gattuso. Bonucci makes the interception. Looking for options for movement. And this is Neymar. Yaya Toure. Gattuso. Luis Suarez. Somewhat off target. And this is Neymar.
Hadi be.
Works it forward. And that's really well manoeuvred. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yaya Toure. Besiktas leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He's had it taken off him. Roberto Carlos. And it's Zico. Neymar. Always onto this. Owen!
Aynen. Geçseydi.
Not the most accurate pass. Shapes to shoot! Roberto
Gol
Carlos.
kaçırdık ya. O gol kaçar mı abi ya?
Zico.
Ah.
Bergomi. Can he get on the end of this? Yaya Toure.
Al onu.
And claimed it back swiftly. Nice sequence of passes this.
Oh oh oh. Abi balına geçiyor yemin ediyorum var ya. Defanstan rastgele geçiyor ya. Şuna bakar mısınız? Bak rastgele geçiyor bak. Allah'ım ya.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Bilmiyorum nasıl. Bak bu da benim balımdan oluyor arkadaşlar. Yani ne derse desin oyun. Gol atsak adama yazık yani. Yazık yani adama yazık. Az önce oldu bana yazık olduğu gibi. Sinir oldum ya.
Mbappe is onto this. Neymar.
Ya niye duruyorsun abi? Koşsan alacaksın topu ya. Hop.
There's the header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Looking to play him in. And this is Owen. Owen!
Hata yaptım ya orada. Hata yaptım abi orada hata yaptım. Koşacaktık ya. Belki sokar dedim hep atıyor.
And now they can spring out of defense.
Olmuyor işte.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Ya ben çok fazla yakına giriyorum da. Bu sefer dedim girmeyeyim.
This is Owen.
Bak ya koşsana hareket etsene adam atacağı belli oraya abi. Ulan Neymar imrelik yapma seni ben hızlısın diye aldım ya. Hızlısın diye aldım abi. İlk gol attın tamam da. Hadi oğlum. Allah Allah.
Brilliantly cut out.
Adam çok değişik oynuyor ya. Anam.
Cannavaro.
Adam değişik oynuyor arkadaş. Hiç durmuyor. Topu hiç durdurmuyor ya.
Here.
Sürmüyor, durdurmuyor. Bu ne amına kodumun ya.
Well played. Edmilson.
Allah Allah.
Now it's Neymar.
Ah bir geçse var
Calmly
ya, bir geçse
anticipates.
anasını avradını.
Can he get it through? Zico, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Owen.
Allah Allah.
Owen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now that looks a decent ball. Played out wide.
Abi bu nasıl bir oynayış şeklidir arkadaş ya.
He's intervened well there.
Sikeceğim belasını ya. Ah.
Passing is crisp and
Şuna bak abi, adam durdurmuyor topu. Hiç durdurmuyor ya. Fayda amına kodumun çocuğu ya. Bak bak bak.
We've reached half time.
Gornik amına kodumun Polonyalısı seni.
They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break.
Çok değişik.
All square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive certainly and a goal each.
Evet, maalesef beni boğuyor abi. Sevmiyorum ben böyle oyun şekillerini. Sıkıntı giriyor bana ya. Ben de elimden gelen bak. Amına kodum öyle mi dedim ben sana? Allah Allah.
No way through.
Tabii canım, tehlikeli yani.
This is Owen.
Yanlış yaptı, yanlış yaptı. At onu. Abi nasıl atamıyorsun Owen? Allah Allah, boş kaleye atamadın ya. Yarı boş ya. Hadi oğlum, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allah Allah, Allah Allah. Ne bileyim, anlamadım ya. Şunu da atamadık. Ah. Nasıl atamadın abi? Nasıl atamadın ya? Owen çıkarayım ben seni, dur sen. Sen dur bir de. Bana bunu yaptırmayacaktın. Bak abi bak. Bunu kudumun saçmalıklarına bak ya.
Liverpool have the chance to go the other way.
Sorma ya, sinir oldum zaten.
His positioning was spot on. Davids. Nicely weighted.
Bunu da kaçır sikeyim seni. Tamamıyla atardım. Allah Allah ya. Bak acı. Salaklığı boyu görüyor musun ya sen?
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
Neler kaçıyor ya?
Needed that. They really needed it.
Neler kaçıyor abi? Gitti bir golda.
Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Gattuso. Rooney. Zico has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Neymar. That's a shade optimistic.
Oh. Acele ediyorum, acele. Bir an çok fazla gitti öbür adama.
Bergomi. Zico. And Rooney. Mbappe. And he's away.
Vallahi yiyordum ha. Adam son anda ayağa koydu.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Aha. Bak
Looking
burada
for
da
the
acele
run.
ettim.
Bonucci
Burada da
cuts it
acele
out.
ettim. Acele etme amına
This is
koyayım ya.
Owen.
Aha koş.
Neymar. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Allah
Oh,
cezirtiriz
he's
da.
enjoyed that. He
O her
evidently
zaman olmaz.
loves the contest.
Yetiş ona.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that interception
Hadi orada
was
adam vardır.
most
Ah be
necessary.
vardı da.
That
Niye
was well
tutamaz
played.
yavşak?
Well stopped.
Yavşak niye
This is
tutamaz abi?
Owen.
Gattuso.
Gattuso.
Yapma oğlum ya. Yapma. Sonunda bir gol daha atıp rahatlamam lazım benim. Bana yaptığınıza bakın ya.
That was
Adam değiştireyim
superb
yani.
goalkeeping.
Zico actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Bana şey lazım. Bana.
Substitution for Besiktas.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. They've played it short. Besiktas are looking to go forward now.
Allah'ım niye tutamazsın?
Now it's Mbappe. He's found a
Yürü,
way
yürü.
through. Showing great feet there.
Ah.
Besiktas surely have to be
Ah,
commended
ah
for their
amına
drive
koyayım,
and
ah.
desire. Most teams would be
Yazıklar
taking
olsun
the
be.
easier defensive route by now.
Hadi oğlum tut onu. Ya tutsana oğlum aslanım tutsana.
Caught offside that time.
Ah be abi neler kaçırıyoruz ya. Bu en aşağı 3-1 olması lazım. 4-1 ya. Maçı piç ettik ya. İnşallah yemeyiz. Vallahi yersek var ya çok
Bergami
kötü
getting this one clear
sinir krizi geçiririm ya.
and reclaimed it in a trice. Bullet is
Allah
wide and
Allah.
looking to
Çık
get
çık
onto
çık çık
this.
çık çık. Bari çık gelmedin amınım değil mi? Puh!
Deserved a better. He's right to be disappointed.
Allah'ım ya Rabbim Allah'ım neler oluyor. Aha.
That is ended up in no man's land. Mbappe.
Oo, tut.
Zico.
Tut.
Mbappe. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts.
Ana gol at dedim adama resmen gol at dedim
Finds
adama.
himself offside.
Çok saçmalık. Saçma sapan işler yapıyoruz ya. Al onu lütfen al onu. Tamam sakin ol.
Now it's Nedved. And here's Mbappe.
Vur.
Bullets.
Ah be.
Lloris gets his hands on it.
Maalesef
and the
atağa
danger
kalktım
is averted.
yazdığınızı okuyamadım.
Besiktas can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Chance! And he hits the net.
Bal var ya bal akıyor bir yerimden. Yemeğin balını at bu gollerken kabul ediyorum yani. Hakkını yemeyelim. Adam bak burada adamın ayağından söktü aldı. Yani
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one
çok
thing. Having
değişik
the
şeyler
composure
oldu
to
bu maç ya.
score is another.
Number 17.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Öyle.
That has not gone well.
Indicated.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now, can they get him? Bullet! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising!
Allah'ım ya.
And they are tearing the opposition.
Koca kaç dakikaları atama.
That is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their
Evet
best
o direkte
endeavours,
patlamasaydı çok güzel gol olurdu ha. Ama 30 al 30 ver 30 al 30 ver olmuyor böyle. 3-4 tane arda da alsak. Yarın Galatasaray'ın maçı var ha. Monaco Galatasaray. Galatasaray, Monaco, Galatasaray. Üf, bu maç ne olur abi? Bu maç da güzel maç. Ha. Tottenham, Slavia Prag. Tottenham 8, 9, 10. Oo. Tottenham'ın kesin alması lazım bu maçı diye düşünüyorum. Herhalde alır ya. Salak değil ya bunu. Marsilya'ya dokunmayacağız abi. Oo, bu niye? Öyle. Adam tehlikeli. Tehlikeli duruyor.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And already we're underway here. Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team. And he shoots!
Abi niye bu kadar hızlı vuruyorum ben ya buna? Ah be, plaseye dokun gitsin işte be.
That's an imaginative pass. Well, that pass isn't the best. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, nicely intercepted.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ibrahimovic, and the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
What a throw in. And it's Pirlo. Luis Suarez. Looking for the run. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And smartly reclaimed. Van Basten. Now, can they get him away? Tries to pass it through.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Dondu amına kodum oyunu, dondu. Ne oluyor amına koyayım ya? Bana gelecekken top dondu ya. Her şeyi bozdu amına koyayım.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Nedved. Great vision. Baresi. promptly onto that, and that is that. That's a little off
Siktir
target.
oradan be.
That's a cute ball. Now it's Van Basten.
Yapma,
It's
yapma,
Van
yapma.
Basten! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, what a climb! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Aleykümselam Barış.
A probing pass. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Can he get it through? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have...
Van Basten! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Aleykümselam.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Edmilson, and that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Hullet. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And it's Nedved. It's a pretty loose pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Baresi calmly anticipates. Hullet shapes to shoot! Goal! Milan! The movement so precise.
Bir kaybet, bir yenil işte. Amına kodum oyunu böyle. Bir yenil, bir kaybet. Bir yenil, bir kaybet. Amına kodum oyunu.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Davids, still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Passing nice and neat.
Ya, hadi oğlum ya. Hadi biraz
Well, the
hızlı ya.
moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And vicious ball here. Oh, that's
Sıkıldım
clever.
amına koyayım ya. Oyundan sıkıldım ya. Valla.
Oh, he's been
Al
caught
işte
napping.
biliyorum abi. Biliyorum
And the
abi.
shot! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Davids, looking to play him in. Hullet. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, they could break here. Pass somewhat off target. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be Pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Vi invitiamo a guardare il maxi schermo per alcune indicazioni da parte delle forze dell'ordine. Attenzione, un cambio.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack
La havle ve la
into
kuvvet.
that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Bilmiyorum, törpülediler mi acaba?
Played into space.
Owen sarkar
Zidane
arkaya.
claims comfortably.
Gelsin yeter.
And that's another good win of the ball. Besiktas come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Now it's Van Basten.
Well, yet another interception
Anladım.
and
Geçmiyor ki
a show
adamın
of
defansından bir
anticipation
şey.
to be commended.
That is a great pick out. Besiktas can breathe again. Just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Of.
And he's being shifted off it.
Well, that's good
Senden
defending. He
sikeyim
squeezed the
senin.
play and he gave him no
Bana
chance to
kodum o
get
topu
on
niye
the turn.
öyle
Can he
vurdurttun?
finish?
Adam resmen balına vuruyor şutu ya.
Has a look,
Önüne
plays it
düşürttürüyor
forward.
oyun.
He steps in and that's the end of that.
Ya,
Searching pass he's played there. Ibrahimovic looking for options for movement. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly
Abi
when
geçmiyor lan.
defending at
Hiçbir şey
least,
geçmiyor ya.
because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's well spotted.
Ya bir geç artık anasını siktiğimin pası. Bir geç ya.
Nedved.
Adamın üstüne bir geç ya.
And the pass is intercepted. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Allah Allah, az daha hızlı dokunamıyor mu arkadaş?
Ferdinand
Lütfen ya, yeter artık amına koyayım bak ya.
Just eases him off the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nicely aimed pass. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt
Arkasına
with
pas
their
yap ha.
backs to goal.
Hadi be. O da geçmiyor. O da geçmiyor abi.
Besiktas perhaps wondering what the best time is.
Allah
for
seni
their
atacağım
next
pası
substitution.
sikeyim ben. Amına kodum oğlu ya.
Now he's got space here. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. That has not gone well. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Gattuso. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Van Basten unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Abi Allah seni var ya. Tövbeler olsun ya.
Now that's well seen too. Now it's Hullet. Pressing high and with purpose. Maldini. Moved on forwards. Quality ball.
Baksana
Milan
baksana.
looking to pass their way through. Can he stop it going out? Shifted upfield. Good read, needed to be. Nedved. Forwards and with intent. Oh, good-looking ball.
Besiktas really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good.
All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Besiktas have themselves a chance from the spot. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. And that's one back. A time for a call.
Penaltı. Ben adamı çektim. O da arkadan vurdu. Bileğime. Penaltı yapmak aslında çok basit bu oyunda da. Tek getirirsen. Adam bileğime vurdu. Dönerken ben. İçeri sadece çekiyorsun şey yaparken. Atağa giderken. Ceza sahasının içinde.
Great defending, strong and determined. Hullet chasing after it. Now it's Hullet.
Ha bak işte amına kodumun topunu bir verebilse, verse yine geçmezdi ama yine verirdi yani.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it.
Morali işte.
That's a sharp pass. And the referee brings it to a close.
Olmuyor abi. Bir yen bir kazan, bir yen bir kazan. Olmuyor. Yeniliyoruz, bir yeniyoruz. Olmuyor böyle. Ne anladım ben uçtan? Hala girdiğimde de 1400 kusurdu. Hala 1400 kusur. Kaç maç yaptık? Zaman boşuna zaman amına koyayım ya. Gidip yatsan daha kârlı ya. Son maç yapıyorum ya. Bir yenilirsem akıl kârı değil yani. Zamanı resmen şey yapıyoruz ya. Saat kaç? 23:57. Boşa oynuyor zamanım resmen. Ah. Şey bile yapasım gelmiyor ya. Şöyle yapayım ya ben bunu.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Bebeto, one half, of course, of one of the deadliest strike partnerships in history.
Yeah, he's the perfect fit for a fox-in-the-box type player, as he's got surprisingly good vision and an eye for a pass. that allowed him to play more creative roles.
Whilst remaining, of course, a genuinely prolific goal scorer. A 29-goal season, a 25-goal season during his stint in Spain.
And people will, of course, remember him for coming up with one of...
There's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bebeto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for the run. And can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Knocks it into space. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Nedved. Aims beyond the defence. Owen providing an outlet on that flank. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Decent progress down the left. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And this is Hullet. Hullet. Xavi. Besiktas still without a single shot on target. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Played out to the left flank. Mbappe gets into a good position. Irwin. Aimed in towards the centre.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Yavaş olabilir. Yavaş mı? Artık neyinden sorun var? Basından mı sorun var bilmiyoruz ki. Ama normal ya, bir şey yok ya bence. Adamın hızı falan yerinde herhalde. Sağ ol Ali.
Alexander-Arnold. Inter Milan looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive
Kolay gelmiyor Ali ya.
if they get it to the standard we know they
Yapamıyoruz
can.
biz bu sporu
What's
bazen.
key is the number of balls
Bazen
in the
çok
team.
iyi yapıyoruz.
As long as they don't
Bazen
lose
yapamıyoruz
the
abi.
purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be
Anlatabildim
well.
mi?
Nedved. And now the breakaway. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Geç amına kodum topu ya. Geç bıktım sandım ya. Üf.
Alexander-Arnold. Xavi. Not the most accurate pass.
Hay amına kodumun ya. O geçmez, bu geçmez.
Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And the pass is intercepted.
Amına kodum acele edeceğiz tabii ya.
Opts to play it back. Quality ball. Tries to play it through. And this is Hullet. He's found a way through. Might be danger here.
Tövbeler olsun ya.
Straight offside. Alexander-Arnold. Davids.
Seni ver kaçını sikeyim amına kodum oğlum. Amına kodum oğlum. Yahu yapma Allah aşkına ya.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now that looks a decent ball. Time and again they are repelled. Long ball looking to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been slung wide. Mbappe. Pullet producing a good steal there, showing a good level. He's had a shot! He's got a goal! And once more we are all square.
Hiç memnun değilim. Gol attığıma da sevinmiyorum. Amına kodumun. Olmuyor abi. Ne yapsam olmuyor. İstediğim gibi oynayamıyorum bugün.
And that'll be the final action of the first half.
6-7 maç üst üste alsan anca işte. Kendine geleceksin de. Gol attığımıza sevinemiyoruz amına koyayım.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Besiktas are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Bak şu salaklığa bakar mısınız abi ya? Of ya. Hı. Senin çalımını sikeceğim şimdi. Ya bak ya abicim, vursana. Vursa. Yahu sola attım, Nedved'e attım, yemin Kur'an çarpsın ya. Bu ne ya? Nereye atıyorsun abi ya? Senin ananı sikeyim be. Nedved atsa gole gideceğiz ya. Böyle saçmalık oğlum. Tamam oraya attın. O niye geçmez yani? Ah.
Besiktas are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's a key interception.
Dokunsana oğlum, dokunsana, gitsek ya gole, dokunsana abi. Bak şu siktimin topuna dokunamayanlara ya. La havle ve la kuvvet ya. Bak. İptal ettim. Ay. Rezillik ya. Tebeler olsun ya. Gel oğlum, gel lan. Gel oğlum, gel. Gel şöyle gel. Oh. Sorma ya. Neler oluyor ya? Abi. Yapamıyorum abi. Yapamıyorum ya.
And it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both actually.
Irwin.
Sinir oldum ya. Vallahi sinir oldum ya. Bak ya, bak abi. Bana gol attırma. Amanım ya. Bu ne ya? Bu ne? Of. Al onu. Nakini almadı ya. Bak nereye gidiyor yine.
Irwin. And it's Xavi. And this is Bebeto.
Hadi oğlum hadi hızlı. Ya geçir amına kodum topunu Nedved ya. Niye böyle yapıyorsun oğlum sen ya?
Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Over to the left. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Adam bastı.
Substitution for Besiktas.
Corner number 2 then.
Number 9, Owen. Number 26.
Keeper has taken decisive action,
Coming on the field.
and he can clear it away.
Number 19, Neymar. Number 17, Mbappe.
Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way.
Substitution.
Bernardo Silva is always looking to break lines. He has found a way through. Places it. There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, didn't catch it right.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Alexander-Arnold. Davids. Can he get it through? That is a brilliant interception. Bebeto.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Maldini.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 4, Gattuso. Coming on the field.
Foot in.
Number 21.
Now, can they get him away?
Number 7.
Shot could be on.
Substitution in progress.
Bu rezillik nedir abi? İstediğimi ben niye yapamıyorum abi? Bugün neyim var benim abi ya? Ben anlamadım ya. Gitti bedavadan gol gitti ya.
Great defending, strong
Allah
and
Allah, onu da almıyor.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no
Hadi
clear
hızlı
winner.
hızlı.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go for
Yok
it
abi yok.
territory
Yemin
right
ediyorum
now.
bu oyun istemiyor bugün beni. Amına kodum
Coutinho
oyunu ya.
charging forward, the ball at his
Amına
feet.
kodum oyunu. Hiçbir şey yapamıyorum
Coutinho,
bugün ya.
there he goes, motoring forward.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the
Senin
mix.
ananı, bacını, yedi sülaleni sikeyim ben.
Bernardo Silva,
Amına kodumun
he's
oyunu
worked
ya.
it through.
Amına kodumu attırır şimdi bana.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I
Yazıklar
don't see
olsun
there
ya.
being enough time
Bu
for them
nedir
to
abi
try
ya?
again.
Ne yapayım amına koyayım? Söyle daha ne yapayım ya?
Can he get on the end of this? Oh,
Bak
good
bak şimdi
read.
bak.
That was well played.
Seyret bak.
Well stopped.
Bak.
Mbappe, well read.
Ananı bacını
If
be.
they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ya niye durduruyorsun abi? Niye ya?
Substitutions taking place.
Mbappe, well seen.
Senin kanını sikeyim ben. Versen geçirsen gole gideceğiz lan.
Looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Certainly something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for.
Yemin ederim başlarken 1430 muydu? 1400 kusurdu. Yine kaç maç oynadık ya? Şu kadar maç oynuyoruz. Şuna bak, rezilliğe bak ya. Bakayım. Abi bir ikiye çıkacağız, bu kadar ya. Birinci klasmanmış. 2000. sıraya çıkmış. Bırakacaktım da. Geri bırakamıyorum ya. Galatasaray maçı var yarın. Ne diyorsunuz gençler? Sizce ne olur? Yazdın ama bir şey. Ben de şeye bakıyordum. Bir açacağım lan, bir dakika bekle. Mesajlara bakmam. Bir dakikacık bakayım. Ne demişsiniz? Ne demişsiniz? Bakacağız. Like atıp abone olmayı unutmayın. Dememişken diyeyim dedim hadi. Yine ne oluyor orada ya? Bakayım ne yazmışlar. Yine ne oluyor orada ya? Daha 3 farklı gelse inanıyorsunuz ama yazın bunu olmuş. İnanmıyorum. Daha 3 farklı gelse inanıyorsunuz ama yazın. 3 farklı alır diyorsunuz öyle mi? Ya aslında bir farklı alsın fark etmiyor ya. Sonuçta Avrupa'da hiç sevmem, nefret ederim o takımdan ama Avrupa'da mecbur destekliyoruz. Mecbur derken destekliyoruz yani, mecbur yok da. O Neymar almış. Bu belki sakatlık çıkarabilir bana bu ya. Bu adam, bakalım ne olacak. Savunmacı bekler. Stoperde daha iyi oynuyor.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now here, Jim, is a truly unique player, Sergio Busquets, a player whose greatness really isn't measurable by numbers.
One of those players who keeps it simple and gets the ball to do all the work for him.
And exerts a massive influence on every match he plays.
Exactly that. I mean, he's the pivot.
Ya kaçmıyor bu amına kodumun, kaçsana ya. Verdin amına kodum, ver kaçını. Kaç, adam nasıl kaçıyor bak ya. Olmuyor abi, oynamayayım şu lanet olası diyorum. Yine başla diyorum ya.
Italy with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually.
Hadi amına kodum çocuğu, hadi.
Besiktas are looking to go forward now. Busquets. Bout of passing here, really. Goes for a shot! And again the keeper stands strong.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Italy have their second corner now.
Sağ ol.
And now they can spring out of defence. Edmilson. And this is Nedved.
Abi adam, ben alamıyorum adamı.
Sharp little ball here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cruyff. And it's Okazaki. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Besiktas still without a single shot on target. Now that's well seen too. Vitinha, it's a pretty loose pass. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Mbappe. And that is expertly dealt with.
Italy clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is. And it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Can he get on the end of this? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Neymar. Davids. And he's only too happy to take that back. Mbappe! Gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Italy clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That is good alertness. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Italy are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Nedved. 30 minutes gone. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe! That is a brilliant interception. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Okazaki clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Bir buçuk yıl olmuş mu ya Baron? Vay arkadaş. Geberip gideceğiz ya, yaşlandık.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Stood up well to him there. Araujo. Saliba. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? That is ended up in no man's land. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe! Not the most accurate pass. Gives it back. Passing nice and neat. Nedved. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And we've reached half-time.
Evet, son maç bu.
So we go in at half-time with both
Bitsin de.
defenses still yet to be
Kurtulayım bu
breached.
lanet şeyden ya.
Cancelled each
Bu ne
other
ya?
out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Here we go again then.
Besiktas really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do.
Ya arkadaş, al amına kodum topunu ya. Al işte ya. La havle ve la kuvvet ya.
And it's Neymar.
Ah.
Good support out wide. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Yeah, he's fouled
Ne
him
oldu
there.
oğlum?
Neymar, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Busquets,
Ne atak yapabiliyoruz, ne geçebiliyoruz, ne oyun oynayabiliyoruz. Hiçbir şey. Resmen var ya
Gattuso
bugün
gets the foot in and wins the ball. And that's really well manoeuvred. And he was quick to
ya
react.
arkadaş bir geç artık Allah aşkına bir geç ya.
Vitinha, and it's Okazaki.
Koca akşam gol attığımı hatırlamıyorum ya.
Mbappe. Shot a goal. Cruyff. Well, that has not gone well. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe.
Hadi.
And a chance. Loose
Hadi.
ball now, there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. Face to face with the... And the finish! No mistake! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Italy have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
And he's quick to get it clear again.
Besiktas really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That looks a cracking ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pelé. Thuram gets a foot in here.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Nicely weighted ball. That's a shade optimistic. Maldini. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pinches it off him. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Italy surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Mbappe. Okazaki. Tries to pass it through. He's in a good position here. Pelé conjures time and space where few can. Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
No, that's been intercepted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Italy clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
per l'Italia. Numero 24, numero 22, Neymar, numero 11, numero 20,
Van Nistelrooy.
numero 16, Sergio
And he's
Busquets,
managed to get free. The cross. Oh, that's a fine interception.
il numero 15, Eto'o,
Italy really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
un cambio.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Now that looks a decent ball. Serginho gets it. Oh, what a climb! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Sticks it away. And that should do it. Within sight of the finish line. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Il quarto uomo indica 2
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Italy could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time? And that will be it. In the end then, no joy.
İyi geceler, görüşürüz
Not for the
gençler.
want of trying, not for the
Kendinize
want
iyi
of
bakın.
running. Simply they were
Olmuyor
beaten by
maalesef.
a better team on the day.
Like atıp abone olmayı unutmayın.
How would you summarise what we've seen
Görüşürüz.
today?